Good morning, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom all over the world. You are welcome to Radio Biafra, Voice of the Coast. And my name is Kimawe Tarinimi. I am your host. Today, we shall be handling a topic that has to do with the times and what we are facing in this time, in this our generation, and why we must stand resolute and remain resolute. And before we do that, we must pray. Elohim, Abba Father in heaven, Tamara, Gonomokiri Motemeda, the one who made the heavens and upon the earth, the one who rules in the heavens and rules over all the earth and rules over all the planets and all the creatures herein. We worship you. We thank you for you alone is God, and there is no one beside you. We pray for our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, that where he is in the DSS dungeon, that he shall continually be strengthened by you, that no matter what the enemy try to do to bring down his spirits, to tame his morale, Lord, we ask that you keep him even hotter than ever. Father, we pray for our people all over the world, that as they commit themselves to the restoration of Biafra, that they shall continue in strength and in vigor. That no matter what they face, no matter the challenges they see, they will never turn to the right nor to the left. Once again, we pray for the Eastern Security Network, the people that you have separated, the people that you have called for this very work, to restore Biafra, to restore the dignity of Biafra, and to restore the sovereignty of Biafra, to bring Biafra back to the glory of old, and to bring back the righteousness of the people back to her people. Those ones that you have called, that you have separated to preserve the land of Biafra, that the land of Biafra will not be run over by terrorists. Lord, we pray that these ones shall continually at every point in time be able to outsmart the enemy. At every point in time, their strategies shall be superior to that of the enemies. At every point in time that they encounter the enemy shall always see defeat when facing the Eastern Security Network. We pray for all of our people in Biafra land, those that are facing the heat each and every day, that have to leave their houses, that have to leave where they stay and relocate because of the presence of terrorists, because of the zoo, army, and police terrorizing our people. Lord, we pray that these ones shall continue in strength and in vigor, and they shall never lose focus. And all those that are bringing the hell to our land, all those politicians and their thugs and all the people put together that are trying to ensure that they weaken the Eastern Security Network, that are trying to ensure that they give the Biafran people a bad name so that they can destroy them forever. All those that are from our land, that are sabotaging the struggle, all those that are from our land, that are putting themselves in line against the movement for the restoration of Biafra. Lord, we pray this day that the earth shall swallow them and men shall forget them forever. history shall forget them forever. And everything that has to do with them shall be lost with time. For this is a holy movement. And this is the movement that you have separated your holy ones to restore. And the children of darkness will never prevail against the children of light. For we are here to ensure that the light is spread abroad. And by your grace and by your strength and by your power, the light will always take a hold of the heart of our people against the darkness that is spread. Thank you, Tamara, Ayiba, Azba, Izbe, Ogene, Chukokike Abiyama, Elohim, Ise, Mopa. Good morning once again, good afternoon, good evening, good night to some of you, depending on where you're listening to us from. This is Radio Biafra, Voice of the Coast, and my name is Kumawe Tarinemi. I am your host. This morning, and today we are talking about a topic, something I titled Game. Peter Obi or Freedom? Peter Obi or freedom? You know, there are some people that don't want us to talk about this. No, don't go there. Don't touch that area. Leave Peter Obi alone. No, don't worry. Don't talk about him. Let him continue. We like what is going on. If Peter Obi is there, okay. It is fine. He's an Igbo man. Oh, it means that we have gotten the Igbo president. The Igbo presidency, we have gotten it. Don't touch him. Leave him alone. Don't talk about him. That's what some people will say. Don't go there. Please. Don't talk about him on Radio Biafra. Ignore him. Just let him be. But that's not what I'm going to do today. My duty is to ensure that the Biafran people are never foolish. That is the work that Elohim has sent me here to do. And that is why I am behind this mic. My duty is to ensure that the pure gospel is preached on Radio Biafra. My duty is to ensure that our people hear the gospel of truth. And that is what I'm come here to do. There is a game going on that many people do not understand, except those that are in the spirit. If you are in the spirit, you will understand. There is a game. The question is, do you want Igbo presidency? Is it Igbo presidency you want, or you want freedom? Is it Igbo presidency you want, or you want freedom? What is your desire? What is that thing that you really want? You know, when you see the way some of our people behave concerning this Peter Obi, Igbo presidency, and all blah, 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 you will know that there is still Nigeria in them. There is still Nigeria in some of you. There is still Nigeria. There are attributes of Nigeria. Have you been cured of your Nigerianism? All this while our leader have been preaching on Radio Biafra, have you allowed your heart to be cured of Nigerianism? Or you still have Nigeria inside of you? For me, I have been cured. I have no Nigeria inside of me anymore. I have been cured of every lie of Nigeria. Nigeria itself is a lie. And anything that has to do with Nigeria is a lie. There is no lie that can give birth to truth. It does not happen anywhere in the world. It can never happen. Lies only produce lie. Truth produce truth. Lie can never give birth to truth. Anybody that is deceiving you, that out of lie you can get truth, that person is the father of lies. Lie will never give you truth. Don't get it mixed up. There is no lie that comes with the truth. Nigeria is a lie. And it can never give birth to truth. It doesn't matter from where that person is coming from. No Nigerian president can change Nigeria. No Nigerian president can give you what you will get in Biafra, irrespective of where that person is from. Are you that daft? Are you that foolish? No Nigerian president can give you freedom. There is no freedom with Nigeria. We have taken our time here to teach you that Nigeria as you see it, Nigeria as it is not just a construct of Britain. It's not just a former territory of Britain. It is the current territory of Britain, controlled by Britain, managed by the Fulani, run by the evil politicians of the zoo that do not care anything about you, that do not care for you. You think they care for you? Peter Obi may not be so much of a bad man, even though he's still a bad man, and I will talk about that. But he may not be so much of a bad man. In the Nigerian context, he's about, among the evil politicians, if you want to compare them, he's a good man amongst them. I do not doubt that. I do not dispute that fact. I'm not here to dispute that. But he's still a bad man. He's still an evil man. He's a good man to Nigeria. He's not a good man to Biafrans. He's not a good man to the Igbo people. He is not. He is a good man to the Nigeria, to Nigerianism. He's a good man. He's not a good man to you as a Biafran. Was that not how we're saying Soludo? Hey, Soludo this. Soludo is in power now, Alpha. He has been killing our people. Indirectly declaring IPOB criminals. Is Peter Obi different? No, he's not. And you will see it. You will see that Peter Obi is not different. You must be cured of your Nigerianism. You must be cured. Must. You know, when the people of the coast were agitating, we're not agitating for Biafra then, or as they used to call it, Niger Delta, or anything. It wasn't an agitation for freedom per se, but it was an agitation to have a fair share in this zoo called Nigeria. What the coastal people agitated before IPOB came up, which happened after they failed, before IPOB came up. It was an agitation for a fair share, resource control. Let everybody control the resources on her land. A fair share in this zoo that is controlled by Britain. They said no, they kept killing our people because that agitation was primarily championed by the Izon people and others joined. They kept killing Izon people. going to our villages, sacking our villages, killing both old and young. And there are still some people within that area that still think that, oh, there is still some way, somehow. Then you were not even asking for a republic. You were not asking for total freedom for Nigeria. You were asking for a fair share. And they killed you. And what did they get out of it? A bribe. That was the end of the struggle. A bribe. What did they say? They said, yes, we have been killing you. You have been fighting. You have tried. Let us give you this bribe. Lay down your arms. We'll be giving you bribe every month. Okay? Let us give you this bribe. Against your fair share. Let us give you bribe. And they accepted it. Some of them, not that they believed in Nigeria, not that they believed that Nigeria was going to do anything good for them. No. Not that they believed that Nigeria was going to develop the place as Nigeria promised. Some of them did that because Nigeria, as at that time, had been able to disintegrate them, scatter everybody. There was no singular unity amongst the people that were fighting. So they knew it is either you take the bribe or you just keep on fighting without being able to achieve any results. Because they have so scattered themselves, they cannot unite. And that was what they tried with IPOB. They tried to scatter us. They couldn't succeed. They tried many things that they have done with other struggles in the zoo. They didn't succeed. So what they did with these people, they gave amnesty. And all of them rushed to accept amnesty. That's what they did. They gave amnesty, and amnesty was a bribe. It's still a bribe to today. And they are still taking the bribe to today. Have they done anything about the people? No. As a result of that, they put up NDDC, Niger Delta Development Commission. Niger Delta Development Commission became is being controlled by Fulani. Fulani that has nothing to do with Niger Delta. They are the ones that control the Niger Delta Development Commission, and it is a settlement for their politicians. They use it to settle those politicians that worship them, not the people. Oh, Niger Delta Development Commission is not enough. Niger Delta Ministry is even worse. In fact, those ones, I don't even know what they even do. There is no reflection on the ground. Everything is just to settle politicians and all of that. For them to begin to get their offices and all that. A bribe. Settle them with the bribe. Everybody went to sleep. It is the same thing they want to do with Igbo presidency. It is a bribe. It is a bribe. Do not think in your wildest dream that an Igbo man will be made president. Maybe he will rule for 4 years or 8 years. And you are still going to have your Biafra. Don't get it twisted. All these things are things that have been designed by Britain. You see, the level where we are, IPOB has decimated the zoo. The zoo is gone. In case you do not know, the zoo is finished. The zoo is finished. Those of you that are busy shouting, Peter Obi, Peter Obi, you are the one trying to resurrect the zoo. The zoo is dead. Some of you are part of the people that killed the zoo, that destroyed the zoo. You want to resurrect what you have killed. Are you not foolish? Why did you, in the first place, get into this struggle for restoration of Biafra? Was it to have a better Nigeria? Is a better Nigeria possible? You think in your wildest dream it is possible? You think Britain is ready to give you a better Nigeria? You think Britain is ready to give you a free country? Are you insane? What are you thinking about? Or you think Peter Obi went to London for nothing? Can't you connect the threads? Immediately Peter Obi went to London. He came back. What they discussed, did you know? Did they tell you what they discussed? Immediately the man came back. Massive following. Immediately he came back, he left PDP. Got to a new party. Massive following. Social media here and there. Oh. You are feeling, is it, wait, I want to understand this. Is this inferiority complex? You're feeling that, oh, an Igbo man have not been president before, apart from Agi Ronsi that was just 6 years. Oh, now that other people are giving us attention, is now making us to feel better. When Goodluck Jonathan was there, was he not disgraced out of office? Goodluck Jonathan won. This same West that want to give Peter Obi, this same West that are pushing, pressing the buttons on the ground. They are the ones that kicked Goodluck Jonathan out and replaced him with Buhari. It is still them. Obama had the guts to come to Nigerian national television and be talking about election. As any African president go to US national TV to talk about their elections? And you think their hands are not playing out here? You think it is because they love you? They want to give an impression. Now, some people will say that Peter Obi will not win. I don't want to capitalize on that. I don't want to capitalize on that construct that Peter Obi will not win or whether Peter Obi will win. Whether Peter Obi will win, or the worst is that Peter Obi wins. That's the worst. Whether Peter Obi will win or Peter Obi will not win, it's none of my business. But what I'm seeing is the game being played and some of our people being fooled by this game. Yes, some of our people are being fooled. What will people that are watching, the rest of the world that is watching what is playing out, when they begin to see people that initially were campaigning for Biafra, campaigning for freedom, because they have now somebody, one greedy person from their region now wants to be president. Now, instead of campaigning for total freedom, they are campaigning for that person's position. That's what some of you are doing. Instead of you to focus on Biafra. What makes you think that Peter Obi becoming president will make your lives any better? Do you know what freedom is? Why does Britain not want to give you freedom? Why? Why is Britain giving you rather the option of Igbo presidents instead of freedom? Why? Do you know what freedom is? And some of you in this Peter Obi election, some of you that are believing him, you will go and die useless deaths there. See, let me tell you, it is better whether you join the movement, whether you do not join the movement, whether you join the movement and fall out, whether you join the movement to the end, the fact is that Biafra will be restored. What is important is that you put yourself in the right position. Biafra will be restored. It doesn't matter what anybody does. It doesn't matter who they pay. It doesn't matter who they try to convince. Biafra will be restored in this our generation. And all of you will say it. But I am saying this to our people. Biafra would have been restored since, if not because of some foolish people misbehaving here and there. But some of you are not yet ready for freedom. Some of you are not yet ready to be free. And they are just dangling. See, there are different types of bribe. It's not, all bribes are not money. All bribes are not money. Some things that looks like favor can be a bribe. The thing is, or some things that will just increase your pride can also be a bribe. What are you going to gain with Peter Obi? That, okay, an Igbo man was voted into Nigerian presidency in history. And he became president and ruled for 8 years. And Nigeria continued. But what are you going to lose? Check out. All these Igbo politicians that have become governors, what have they used their offices for? Have they used their offices for Biafra? Or have they used their offices to fight Biafra? That is the question you must ask yourself. Why has Britain, of all people that have never for once trusted an Igbo man to give him power, why are they indirectly giving some kind of support to Peter Obi? Why are they doing that? Why do you think they are doing that? Because they have seen that the Igbo politicians, their mindset is not the same thing like the Igbo people. The Igbo people have a different mindset from the Igbo politicians. Not all Igbo man you can bribe, but the Igbo politicians have already made their mind. They have already decided to dine with the devil. Give them power and they will serve you. They will do your bidding. Like all the governors have been doing. And they're not the ones that came together and say they must kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because he's calling for freedom. This same Peter Obi is not different. Peter Obi killed Biafran activists, Biafran agitators, killed them in cold blood. And when he was asked, what did he say? When he was asked, don't worry, I'm gonna play that clip. I'm gonna play the clip so that you are going to understand. I'm going to play the clip. When Peter Obi was asked why he has not condemned the activities of the indigenous people of Biafra, what did he say? Mind you, nobody asked him about criminals. But look at what his response will be.
Zero 903 Voice of People 1.3. Hello, how are you?
Good morning. I'm greeting Mr. Obi.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm one of the concerned northerners. I came from North, and we have a question, and I'm very happy that
a concerned northerner is the one calling and want to ask him a question. This caller is from the north. Most probably maybe a Fulani man or so. But he is a concerned northerner because in the north, it's only Fulani that have problem with IPOB. It's only Fulani. The average Hausa that Fulani has taken over, they are happy with IPOB. as much as the Middle Belt.
That my call went through this morning.
Thank you.
Yes, our concern is that Peter Obi, when we are late, and now when you
Listen carefully. He said, our concern, which means he's not speaking of himself alone. He's representing a people, an ideology.
our concern is that Peter Obi, when we are late, and now when you just clarify something for us, that you have never in one time condemned the activity of IPOP. You have never condemned them. And sometimes if you are even speaking like you are trying to, justify their activities. So I just want you to come out and categorically tell us your position on IPOP.
Whoever tells you that is not telling you the truth. What I've always said is this, and I maintain that. One is that I've watched killings in the East and everything, and that you cannot kill or do wrong things because you agitate. It is wrong, it's criminal. Any day, any time I condemn it. On any form of, you cannot say you are agitating and you're killing people. It is unacceptable. It is not acceptable. If you want to do what I'm saying, that when people talk about agitation.
Now, get it very clearly. What the man asks about is IPOB. Now, this man now, Peter Obi, is linking IPOB to the killing of people. Peter Obi now is linking IPOB to the killing of people. Probably, if you ask him another time, he might say, and what about ESN? ESN is armed to protect the land from terrorists, from those that are killing our people. Is that what somebody should consider as the killing of people? But the man is asking him question, is redirecting it to the killing of people. The man is asking him about the agitation of IPOB, that he has not condemned the agitation. Instead of him to answer concerning the agitation of IPOB for the restoration of Biafra, he is talking about saying you cannot be agitating and be killing people. The man never mentioned the killing of people, but Peter Obi is trying to blackmail IPOB to give the impression that IPOB is busy killing people. Let us continue.
It is a different thing. We can deal with all those things by dialogue. Today, if Peter Obi is president, I can tell you, our dialogue with all agitators. This is a normal thing in a normal society, the democratic society. But I will not discuss with criminals. If you kill or kidnap or maim people, we will deal with you decisively. And I've done it in Anambra as a governor. I dialogue with those who needs to be dialogued, and I dealt with those who needs to be dealt with.
Now, many of us know the story. The man now is giving example with what he did, how he killed the Biafran agitators. He said he dialogued with those who need to be dialogued, and he dealt with those who need to be dealt with. Who are those that he dialogued with? Probably the people that accepted bribe. Those are the ones he considers peaceful that he dialogued with. Those that refused to accept bribe, he killed them and accused them to be criminals. Now, they have been using the mask-wearing Buhari, who is a Fulani man, to kill our people in their numbers. And everyone in the world that sees what is going on will accept, because Buhari is not an Igbo man, he's not an Izzo man, he's not an Ogoni man, he's not an Urobo man, he's not a Biafran of any kind. He's a Fulani, which means he's not even native to the land that Britain colonized and called Nigeria. So when your story goes out that this man is committing genocide in Biafra land, an average person will understand. An average European that does not live in Africa or within our territory will understand. But when an Igbo man is now the commander-in-chief and is busy committing the same genocide that the Fulani man is committing, when you go out and begin to tell people that this man is killing our people, it will be difficult for them to understand what you're saying. That is the game that Britain wants to play. If finally Peter Obi becomes president, Peter Obi will kill more people than Buhari ever did. And when he has finished killing, he will now pretend. He will. This game is very deep. If you're not in the spirit, you won't understand it. You'll be struggling to. It will be difficult for you to understand. Some of you think you can have Igbo presidency and also have Biafra. Maybe, but you will just end up making the work far more difficult for all of us than you have ever imagined. As at that time, you are going out to talk, people will be wondering, what is wrong with this man? You are defending yourself, and the man is calling you rebels and criminals, and they will believe it because he himself is a Biafran. And they will be asking, how are you defending yourself against yourself? How come? And when you tell them that this man might be a Biafran, but he's working for our enemies, it will be difficult for them to understand. Do you know how many years it took our leader to convince the world that it is IPOB that is speaking for our people and not the governors? Our leader said it. That many times after we have written to many countries, we have complained about the genocide in our land, that these people will send people to the governors in the states. And the governors will tell them that they should forget about all that, that nothing like that are happening. That those things are not happening, that it is not true. But meanwhile, our people are dying. They will say it's not true. And you think Peter Obi is different. What makes you think the man is different? He's telling you there that he dealt with those that needs to be dealt with. He killed those that refused to accept bribe. And sat down and ate and discussed with those that accepted his bribe. Didn't the governors hold meeting with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before they came to kill him? Or before they sent the army to come and kill him and ban IPOB? Didn't they hold meeting with him? They held meeting with him. They held meeting. And after holding the meeting, he refused to bow down to them. He refused to succumb to them because they have succumbed to the enemies. Because he is there just for our people, for the restoration of Biafra. And they said that, no, this man is adamant. We must take him out of the way, or else this zoological republic that all of us are stealing from and enjoying, it will no longer be there. So they invited the army to come and kill him. And when they did not succeed, they put a ban on IPOB. Is Peter Obi different from the rest of them? Of course he's not. The man is not different. Prior to this time, has Peter Obi ever spoken in respect to the killing of our people, in respect to the genocide on our land? Has he spoken? Don't begin to judge people by speculations. Don't judge people by speculations. Don't be that foolish. Don't judge. That was how people were judging the beast called Buhari, by speculations. They were assuming assumptions. Oh, the man will be this, the man will be that, the man will be this, the man will be that. You judge people by the things they have done in the past and said. Sometimes, even the things that they have said sometimes betray them. Or they betray the things they have said. But you judge them more by the things they have done. I am not judging Peter Obi by what he has not done. I am judging Peter Obi by what he has done. I am judging Peter Obi by what he has done. Has he condemned the killing of our people? Some of you are running helter-skelter in Imo State, in Anambra State, running away from your villages. Has he condemned it? Is he not an Igbo man? Is Anambra not his state? Has he at any point in time condemned the Fulani killing of our land? Has he at any point done that? A northerner here, who is most probably a Fulani man because of his ideology, because what he portrays there is a Fulani ideology, is asking him and telling him that he has not condemned the activities of IPOB. I know he had just remained indifferent for a while because he wants some of you that will be foolish to vote him. So he doesn't want to say either here nor there. But this man brought him out. The man brought him out. He brought out his leg. Some people will be like, oh, why are you people like this? Now that an Igbo man is now making a headway, why is it still this you people from your own place that you want to fight him? We are not fighting him. All we want is Biafra. We don't have any problem with Peter Obi. Peter Obi is not our problem. Our problem is Biafra. If they give us Biafra, tell us the date for referendum, that we are not going to be part of that shamble called election. They give us a date for referendum. We begin to plan for our date for referendum. They can use Peter Obi to become their president. It's not our business. They can take Peter Obi, let him be the president of the zoo. Provided it has nothing to do with Biafra. It's not our business, so we don't have any problem with that. Let him be you people's president in the zoo called Nigeria. Anybody that is ready to remain in Nigeria, let him be your president. But as for us, Peter Obi is not a replacement for Biafra. And we are not going to let that happen. You are not going to use him to replace Biafra. Because what they want to do, they are dangling this thing in your face. Some of you are shouting, Peter Obi is a movement. Hey, there's a movement. The same way you were jumping around for NSAS. Alpha. How did it end? Many people lost their lives for nothing. And at the end of the day, you accepted food. Something as simple as food. Food made these so-called Nigerian youths to forget that they wanted freedom from police harassment. Is police not still harassing you today? Did you succeed? Did you win? Yeah, maybe by the time you fight, and some of you will still die for Peter Obi, and maybe Peter Obi becomes president, you'll not be thinking that you have won. You know, some of these artists, they believe that if this zoo is destroyed and new nations are birthed, that it may not be easy for them to have the kind of crowd that they have. Okay? That it may not be so easy for them to have the kind of crowd that they have, that everybody that is in the zoo called Nigeria follows them. That's usual followership. You know, when a country is large, the artists enjoy And if that country is a country that believes in art, okay, and the people like enjoyment, the artists enjoy. That is what gives some of these Nigerian artists an edge over many of these African countries because of the number. So, if you're following these artists, they don't want Nigeria, because Nigeria is serving them. The number that they are getting here is serving them. They don't want it to divide. So anything that will just at least take away the threats, the current hardship, at least let things just at least go back to the way it used to be, maybe like Obasanjo time or Goodluck Jonathan time. It is okay for them. They will be fine. After all, they are not suffering. They are okay. You are following them. You are following them to deceive you. You are following them to deceive you, to be shouting, Peter Obi, Peter Obi. You are following them. You are following them. Some of you are beginning to have different big visions. Peter Obi becomes president, he's going to build this, he's going to build that, he's going to build this, he's going to build that. You don't understand the zoo. You don't. You don't know this zoo. You don't know the zoo. The experiences you have had in the zoo have taught you nothing. The zoo can never be won. The zoo can never be good. The ideologies, the divergent ideologies in the zoo betray the zoo. And that is what, there are many countries that Britain gave local rule. Okay? He gave them local rule just as they did to the zoo. Local rule because there's no independence. But all those countries are still within British Commonwealth. So they are still kind of British properties. That is what it means by Commonwealth. They are British properties. So, but many of these countries, they have one singular ideology. So it is difficult for Britain to manipulate them against themselves because they are one people. For instance, look at India. India is beginning to become a reasonable country in this world because they are one people. And as enlightenment is growing, it is easy for them to put themselves together and grow. The luck that India had was that early enough, their first rulers were able to differentiate India from Pakistan. And is it Myanmar, the other country? And all those people are different. All of them are Indians, but their ideologies have been different. So they built their boundaries according to their ideologies. That is what saved them. And today, they are little by little coming up. Little by little, they are coming up. Nigeria can never be that way. Don't get yourself deceived. The Fulani man's ideology of Nigeria can never be the same with yours. That is a Biafran. Neither can it be the same with the man that is Odua. All their intention, all their eyes are on Biafran oil. The oil in Biafra land, in the coastlands of Biafra, parts of the hinterland. That is what their interest is. That is why they are in Nigeria. Is that why you are in Nigeria? That is not why you are in Nigeria. And if you want to accept Nigeria, that is not why you will accept Nigeria. You will accept Nigeria because you want to have a great life. And you think Peter Obi will give you that. You cannot eat your cake and have it. You must choose. You must make a choice. Either Biafra or Peter Obi. That is the choice that you must make. either Biafra or Peter Obi. You can't have both. Anybody that is deceiving you that you can have both is a liar. If Peter Obi becomes president, Peter Obi will use all the arsenal to ensure he eradicates ESN. Are you seeing him talking about criminals, those that want to, and those that are this and those that are criminals? They asked him about IPOB. He's talking about killing people and dealing with people. Killing people and dealing with people. You cannot say you're agitating and you're killing people. You better be smart and know what to choose. Because you can't have both. That's the bitter truth I have come to tell you today. You cannot have both. You cannot have both Peter Obi as well as freedom. If you give in to Igbo presidency, then you have forsook your freedom. You have forsook your freedom. Many people will continue to fight, but if at all, the fight will become very, very difficult. Very, very intense. And that image they want to create, that image they want, because there's an image that Britain has been trying to create using BBC and all that. And it has never worked because the man there is Fulani. It has never worked. But it will work very easily. And people will not listen to you when you talk. When you talk on social media, when you talk on different platforms, they will not listen to you because they will say, that man is an Igbo man. He knows his place more than you, even though you're an Igbo man. He knows his place. He knows the bad guys. Meanwhile, he's killing the good guys. They will tell you that he knows his place, that he is president, that he means well for the people, that he cannot be killing his own people. Then things becomes more difficult. Things becomes more difficult for you and for all of us. Be wise. Peter Obi is not the solution. I have nothing against him. I keep saying it. Apart from the fact that he killed our people. But I have nothing against him, but the truth must be told. Peter Obi is not the solution. He is not. All these things were in place. This desire, this design were all in place when they chose to kidnap our leader from Kenya. All these were the design of Britain. All these were the design of Britain. When they chose to kidnap our leader from Kenya, our leader is a British citizen. What has Britain done? They want to keep him because they know that they cannot do all this with our leader free, with our leader still talking on radio, with ESN strong. They kept all this design and started working on it just because our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they have been able to trap him and keep him somewhere. Their desire is to keep him till 2023 after the election and to see how they can battle and battle and battle. If they can exterminate ESN before then, they will keep battling and battling to see how they can. Like now, they have been trying to blackmail ESN. They have created other thugs, other groups, as well as the Fulani that is also there kidnapping and be accusing ESN that it is ESN that is kidnapping. That is why you see him talking there, kidnapping people and all of that. Trying to say that it is the same people that are agitating that are kidnapping. Because that is the image that they have been able to create. You must understand. You see, it grieves me when some of our people find it difficult to understand who our real enemy is. Some people think that our enemy is Fulani. Our enemies are not Fulani. Oh. In case you're thinking that your enemy is Fulani, you have missed it. Our enemy is not Fulani. Fulani is only serving our enemies, even though they have their own ulterior motives on the ground. They are also our enemies, but they are not the enemy that we are fighting. They are not the enemy that can even stand us. Fulani cannot stand us. Left to Biafra and Fulani, will not be here talking all this talk for this long. We wouldn't have even talked. We'll just face them head on and crush them. Can Fulani stand us? Fulani cannot stand us. Our enemies are not Fulani. They cannot stand us in whatever form. The people we are battling are Britain. That is why it is tough. We are battling the people that conquered people from every continent in this world. Those are the people we are battling. We are battling people that conquered people in Asia, in Africa, in Australia, in the Americas. People that conquered and ruled over the United States of America for years. Those are the people we are battling. Our problem is not Fulani. And you must think in that manner. You must think as a global citizen of this world. If you must be able to get victory with Britain, you must think like a global citizen. How did China defeat them? You think China defeated them by thinking that it is fellow Chinese or that it is Japan that is their problem? They faced them head on. How did China get back Hong Kong? They faced them head on. It was because of the struggle to retain power, to retain Hong Kong, that made BBC to begin to tell every lie against China. Every lie against China, BBC was busy ranting. And these British people, they are not even ashamed. The deal they had was for 100 years. The 100 years was over. China said, leave our land. Hong Kong is our land. They are busy fighting. Trying to deceive people inside Hong Kong and be creating factions in Hong Kong. But China, the Chinese people are not as foolish as some black people are. They faced them head on and kicked them out. Nigeria has expired since the year 2014. Nigeria expired in the year 2014. That is why after the year 2014, every person that becomes president of Nigeria visits Britain to get approval. Then he comes back to deceive the people to renew the British slavery. What Peter Obi went to do in Britain is to get approval to come and renew the British slavery. Is to come and renew the British slavery. When you get your PVC, you have gotten your card to renew the British slavery. Britain do not have any legal right over this territory anymore. That legal right ended in 2014. It is your own right now to demand that Britain leave. It is your right. Just as the Chinese stood their grounds and asked Britain to leave their land. That Hong Kong is China. It is your right to ask Britain to leave. That Biafra is not Nigeria. It is your right. But what are you doing instead? You are busy ranting, jumping everywhere. PVC, give me PVC. Give me PVC. The foolish people in Lagos, The foolish marketers in Lagos, they are even fighting. Give me PVC. Give me PVC. They refuse to give them PVC. They are fighting. Hey, give me PVC. You must give me PVC. Are you not foolish? You must give me my slave card. I must renew my slavery next year. Every 4 years you go to renew your slavery. Every 4 years you go to renew your slavery. Are you not a fool? You think they want to give you a better Nigeria? Can there be a better slavery? A slave is a slave. Until you get your freedom, you're a slave. There is no better slavery. There is no better bondage. Bondage is bondage. Freedom comes with responsibility. Those who are lazy and weak in their minds forsake the responsibilities because of the responsibilities that freedom comes with. Freedom comes with responsibilities. You must be able to accept the responsibilities as a free man in this world. Freedom is never cheap. Never. Never cheap. You must be ready in your minds to accept this freedom and the responsibilities that come with it. If you have Biafra, you'll be a free nation in this world. And you want to trade it for 8 years rule and Fulani will return. Right? You want to trade it for 4 or 8 years rule. I am talking to those that believe that Peter Obi will win. If you don't believe that Peter Obi will win, there is no problem. But those that believe that Peter Obi will win are the ones I am talking to. And I'm not here to tell you that he's not going to win. But whether he will win or he won't win, I want you to know that this is the construct of Britain. This is the construct of Britain. Because maybe by the time we begin to argue, Peter Obi will win, Peter Obi will not win, Peter Obi will win, Peter Obi will not win. You will now be thinking of how to prove that he will win. Okay, maybe he now wins. You now say, oh, I told you that he is going to win. Then all of us will now go to sleep. Now, okay, Peter Obi has won. Then let us leave the struggle for Biafra. Did we start this because of Peter Obi? Did we start it because of Peter Obi? Were we here because of Peter Obi? Never forget why you started this. And never forget why people died. People did not die because of Igbo presidents. They died because of Biafran freedom. And they died with pride, believing that you that is still alive will continue from where they stopped. And what you want to trade it for is Peter Obi. Don't be foolish. Don't ever be foolish. You can never trade your freedom for any form of presidency. Not now when we have become wise. Not now. If it was the time of foolishness, I would say there's no problem. But now when we have become wise, no. Now when we are almost done, Britain, see, for Britain to consider an Igbo man for president of the zoo, you must know that it is because we have defeated the zoo. It is because we have defeated the zoo. Because that is the last thing that Britain will ever do. For Britain to consider, you think Peter will be going to Egypt, going to this place, trying to make friends. You think it's just ordinary? They are playing with your minds. Playing with your minds. Be smart. Be smart. We are smart people. We are smart people. Biafrans, we are smart people. Don't allow them to deceive you, because the only way they were able to rule over our forefathers was deception. That is their greatest weapon, Britain. Their greatest weapon is deception. That is how they were able to rule over our forefathers. Number one, they made them believe that they were too strong. They were too strong. Not knowing that, though before then they have already divided them, scattered them. Everybody, initially, in his own territories. Most Biafran territories, the way we used to fight, if we see an invading army coming, and we know that this invading army, we engage invading army, they are strong. Because our places, Biafrans, everywhere we are strong. Even the community can fight hard. When we face this invading army and see that these people, they are strong, we'll go back, discuss with other of our brothers, and they will join. If that force is not enough, we return, invite other people. So what do? They ensure that they divide all of you, and first of all, ask you to sign protectorate. Sign protectorate. And what are they protecting you from? From your brother. They have a foreigner that crossed the sea to your land is coming to tell you that he's going to protect you from your own brother. And you too, you foolishly entered into that agreement and signed. He went to your brother too and told your brother that he will protect your brother. He will protect your brother from you. Your brother too entered, signed. All the wars that were fought after these ones have already signed protectorates. That was why it was difficult to win. Because now you can no longer go to your brother for help. Because you have signed that this man will protect you from your brother. And your brother have also signed. So all of you are fighting independently. That was how they were able to conquer us. Deception. Deception. You must never allow them to play with your minds. Deception. Thank you very much for listening. We shall be going to the calling section now. We shall be opening the lines for calls. Now we shall be opening the lines for calls. If you have the number already, you can call. But if you do not have the number or the numbers, I will be calling the numbers right here so that we will be able to call. The number to call on Signal is +45 7164 5962. I will take it slowly because some people used to complain. Signal is +45 71 64 5962. +45 71 64 5962. Then on WhatsApp, you can call +48 73 96 45 829. Let me take this call. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you're calling from. And please try to meet up with the time and just for 3 minutes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Darren. Good afternoon from here. My name is Austin Ekerekosu. I am calling from Austria. I hope I'm coming out clear.
You are coming out very, very clearly and the world is listening. Right on, brother.
Okay, thank you very much. A wonderful topic. I love the preaching. I love the spirit. I also want to all the listen. We must continue. There is no going back. The topic about Peter Obi and PVC. You know, our people are still joking around, believing that Peter Obi will become the next president. But one thing that our people to understand is that the plot. And the plot by Britain trying to see if Peter Obi will become the president of the Zoological Republic. has already failed. Why do I say it has failed? Because those who are planning to take over Nigeria, that Nigeria belongs to them, they see it as a risk, allowing an able man to become a president even for just one day. Now they also have this problem of Tinubu becoming the president of Nigeria. Just last week, it was on the news. An Hausa man, he was speaking Hausa language. And what was he saying? It's very clear to his people that they from the north will never vote a Muslim from outside of their side, a Yoruba Muslim. And also the next that they will also not vote for an Igbo man. Now the momentum that is growing from the south, the youth looking for PVC, those who are obedient, believe and change the system in Nigeria when Peter Obi becomes president. I assure them and I assure them that if peradventure Peter Obi becomes the president of Nigeria, he wins the election, and that the zoo will continue to begin to form. If he becomes the president, he becomes president. If you become president, from that day, the zoo will begin to form. That is one thing they should understand. They should understand, because they are not ready to allow an Igbo man. Just imagine if Peter Obi, as a governor in Anambra State, would allow the killing of members of myself, with all this his knowledge, with all this his intelligence. What do you think if he becomes the president of Nigeria? Those northerners, those Fulanis that have been arming the terrorists in the north, that have all these terrorist groups in the north, do you think they will allow Peter Obi to fight them? When people like Buhari have said then that Goodluck Jonathan was the fight or that killing of Boko Haram members or fighting Boko Haram was fighting the north. Do you think that these same people who have this ideology will want to support a president of an Igbo faction to come and succeed and change Nigeria to a country that will progress? What was the Goodluck Jonathan when he was the president? The offense of Goodluck Jonathan as a then within the Western world was that Goodluck Jonathan was doing well economically, was moving Nigeria out of poverty.
Hello.
Removed. And now,
Yeah. Come away.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Come away. Pastor say, 1 minute, because of other people that are trying to call. So.
Yeah. Okay. With the time, yeah. So Peter B, with all his intelligence and all that he had in, his vision for Nigeria. His Nigeria is not the vision of Nigeria. So they are just, I would say, I wish them well. But what I know, the day he becomes president, that day Nigeria will begin to form. Thank you very much for listening. And thank you for your good work starting in me. Thank you very much.
Bana. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We must proceed. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
Good morning, Ty.
Yeah, good morning, my brother.
How are you doing?
I'm doing very fine.
I Okay, I thank you, Kabiyama, for supporting you for the good work you have been doing for Biafrans. And thank God also for protecting our supreme leader, His Excellency, Mazen Nangitano, in the jaw of the enemy, DSS. To be frankly speaking, let me not forget my name. My name is Mazi Chicks Wobina. I'm coming from Gabon. Hello? I
Yes.
think I'm coming through.
Right on. Right on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm calling from Gabon. What I want to add here now is the right for also to see Peter Obi and the Justin in Britain. I print a tweet and write it that this is agent of Britain, and they want to destroy this very Biafran freedom. And our people who are low in mentality, who are low in intent, now only see people be an Igbo president. They do not look future. They do not look what will happen after 4 years or 8 years. So now, the brain and the plan of Britain is to do everything so that people will get that skill. They have no other choice. It is a game plan they are planning together. They'll be able to destroy this agitation and the total freedom of Biafra. But our people, because of low mentality, and because of money, because of this so-called equal presidency, that can never take us to anywhere, that will always put us in more danger, and they make no decision for years or thousands of years. They will now shifted and saying people. Even though so that our person of look at what amount now have protected the TVC, they don't know that they are digging a hole that all Biafrans will enter without them to help them again. If eventually people be in that year, no more will listen to us again. No more will listen to us. And the people will do more than this Buhari. People will destroy the Biafrans and people in general. More than Buhari destroyed. And it will give the advantage for the Fulani terrorists to come and invade our land totally. There is no remedy again. If I pray that our people will come back to their country, so now there is danger, more than danger. There is a trap that the end has set. So that you will enter, you will guide us forever. God bless you, and God bless Biafra. All hail Biafra.
Biafra will heal thee. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We must proceed. The lines are still open and you can call. Now, there is also another twist to this. You know, ever since our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped from Kenya, these people have been trying to bring one distraction, another distraction, to one distraction, another distraction. Peter Obi can also be just another distraction. Now, for all of you that want to now give attention to Peter Obi, instead of to continue to focus on Biafra restoration, what if Peter Obi doesn't win? You would have wasted your time and it would have been just a distraction to you. And maybe by then, God forbid. Hello. Good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
Good morning. Good morning, Cardinal. I hope you hear me.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Yes, my name is Innocent. I'm calling from Europe.
Okay, right on.
My contribution will have a little bit of another angle. Let me say another angle, another angle to it, because it's of getting into discuss. Peter Obi didn't occupy our minds. I know we have to talk about it, but we didn't occupy our minds because
he may likely win, whether I'm winning election or however. He may likely win, but winning is not so you remember, I want you to feel like a different contribution, please. You remember that Putin, Vladimir Putin, or his enemies who was in America, sorry, was an African population, right? You are also aware that Olaf, the president of Germany, was an African. Then Peter Obi was in the UK. And Italy took envoy or responded to Nigeria. So what is that? Are you seeing the communication, the network? Now let me bring it to another level. There's an example that the world today and Biafrans must learn from it. Therefore, Nigerians will not see it or benefit, right? But these Biafrans, they will not learn from it and starting of benefit. Perfect example of this Peter, whether he knows where he's going or not, is Volodymyr Zelensky. Volodymyr Zelensky was sponsored by the West, by NATO, and by those, and packaged by those who, as a product, by those who have a certain kind of business that are looking for a battleground to transact that business. Yes, Peter Obi may win, but like Zelensky, these guys, this Western world where we are residing presently, they have some problems. They are looking for a ground or a market operator or the product they want to sell. Let me remind us something. Sorry, if you plant coconut, yam, cocoyam or whatever, sun, it will have to decay before a new one will germinate.
Exactly.
A country, a nation has to fall, has to go to army before a new one will take away from it. Now, Ukraine is under ruin. It's not connected. Those who consider it a battleground to conduct a certain kind of business, they also have their fear, they get their fear of a bid to reconstruct a new nation, a parliament from that room. They do not have regret. They are not regretting like you and I are regretting. The only person who has a different kind of mindset is Mars the time already. He knows that a city can be burned to ashes and be renewed, but it only ties to freedom. Without freedom, you cannot rebuild what is in the room. Yes, as they abandoned Peter Obi for a new Nigeria, which they may never get, even if they get, including the factors from pursuing our freedom, because from our freedom, we can be able to achieve whatever we want to do. So I'm looking for way to burn down. If guys are looking for way to burn down, I'm looking for who to sell their products. You know what the product is in fact done. There's no need something the word. To sell their gun, their bullets, their rocket launcher. They want to test it somewhere, and they have to find a ground to test it. So it is up to us to make them realize that our place is not the testing ground. But instead that we have the men, and that the men we have are not perishable. Our men are trained, disciplined, those who we reckon with, those who can be hired by by the developed world.
Hello.
To bring justice.
Hello, Mazi. Yeah. Please, you have 30 seconds to round up so that I can take other calls.
okay, in London, I am encouraging us. As we are praying for our leader, Martin Luther, we should all better defend ourselves in whichever means possible, not waiting for, for going to get into our hands. Anybody you see putting on the Bible uniform, I hope you know that the Bible, Fulani are the Bible, Fulani whatever, all the military police, they are the Bible. They are now in the place and use of the Bible. Everywhere you see them, defend yourself from them, because what they have come to do is to make sure that they wipe us out. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. God bless you. We must proceed.
God bless you too.
Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
Yes.
Please,
yes, Mazi, good morning from here.
Yeah, please, you have 3 minutes for your contribution. Please try to manage the time.
Okay, okay, Mazi Tereme, good morning from here. Fellow Biafrans around the world, good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time zone a day. My name is Judo Kafo. Judo Kafo is from Agbo. Agbo is in Anioma. Anioma is Biafra. And Anioma people are 100% Igbo people. All the way from Iguakri. Mazi Tereme, thank you very much for for your topic this morning. In fact, Peter Obi is 100% distraction. Because in IPOB, we are more intelligent. Peter Obi had a secret meeting with Catherine Line, the British ambassador in Lagos. And the British ambassadors connected Peter Obi to the Prime Minister of Britain, which is Boris Johnson. And Peter Obi going to England, to London to see Boris Johnson was financed by British government. They bought the ticket. They fly Peter Obi from that zoo to number 10 Downing Street to have a meeting with the British Prime Minister. The British Prime Minister, mind you, Biafrans, is a member of Labour. Is a Labour member in British. They told Peter Obi the only way that Peter Obi will not be probed about his investment in London, the housing support in London, that Peter Obi had to bring a distraction to Biafra, because it would not be good in the eyes of the world that come 2023, the Southeast did not vote, or they didn't participate in any election. Peter Obi is on a mission. Peter Obi is not going to win the election. Peter Obi is on a mission of distraction. Because right now, Biafrans has been divided. Even some principle of IPOB, they are not talking about freedom no more. They are preaching about PVC. Peter Obi will never smell that seat. In fact, how many times will Biafra be fooled? Biafrans. Jonathan was a president. What did he do for his people? You think if Peter Obi entered there, he will stop Fulani from coming to your bush to rape your mother and your sisters? Biafrans who have bewitched us that we no longer see the future. Our leader has taken us from a long way, brought us to this stage, opened our eyes, yet we are still blind. Hey, who have bewitched black people that they can no longer reason to know what is happening, where you are getting your PVC, how Fulani are buying their AK-47 waiting for you, where you are jumping up and down for PVC. What took place in a war church will happen in your houses, in your villages. They are warming up in the bush. Instead of you to begin to think of tomorrow, they send a person when in their life. Now they think of future. I am telling you people, Peter Obi is on a mission. Peter Obi is on a mission. Peter Obi will never win. And by the grace of Chukwu Okike Abiyama, let no man say he never listened to Radio Biafra. Let no man say he didn't listen to Teremeni program or a computer program or Mazi Alege program or even listen to Mazi Kechukwu on Radio Biafra. Every day Radio Biafra continue to cry and preach why our people are still dumb fool. You are preaching PVC. In fact, how old are you, Biafrans? Because some of you, since you were born, now you people have gray head. This zoo remain the same. No front, no back. This zoo can never prosper. The only thing we need is freedom. The only thing we need is Biafra. Leave Peter Obi alone. In fact, if you really need freedom, what concerns you with PVC? Why don't you stand in one place and say it is total liberation, total freedom? You are jumping like a monkey from tree to tree. In the morning, Biafra. In the night, you are prison for PVC. But mind you, Obi will never win. Obi is on a mission. The British will never allow Obi to enter there. Because they even know that Obi is a stingy man. Obi said that he killed people. This has confirmed what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. That Obi killed our people and dumped them in the Isu River. He said that those that will not dialogue with him, he dealt with them. A clear message. Biafrans, fight for your freedom. Leave Obi alone. Leave whatever. PVC alone. Let us stand for total liberation. For the sake of our generation. For the sake of our born children. For the sake of good life. My brother, thank you this morning. May Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to bless you and bless IPOB. And moreover, bless our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the man that has sacrificed his time and all his life for this struggle. We all will live to laugh at those people that are jumping up and down now for PVC. We all will live in our time to see Biafra. In the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama's name I pray. He say, thank you, Mazi.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. God bless you. We must continue. We must proceed. And let me take this caller from Signal. They call. Hello.
Of good life.
Hello, are you there? Good morning. From here, this is Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you're calling from, and please, you have 3 minutes for your contribution. Hello, are you there? It's a pity the caller is not talking. The caller on WhatsApp. Good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, my name is Eboka. I'm calling from my location.
Right.
I just want to thank you for what you are doing for Biafrans, and I thank you for today's topic because you have said it all, and it's left for Biafrans to understand what you have said concerning P2B and the what he told the Fulani people who interviewed him because he's scared. And then God made him to voice out what he have in mind. So these have led up Biafrans to know the agenda of this man, because they are not different politicians. We always be politicians, especially the Igbo politicians who are ready to kill their people to please their slave masters. But all we Biafrans, what we are telling P2B, we are not interested in the zoo election. We are not interested in what they are doing. What we want is Biafra, and Biafra we are going to get. So we are not with his distraction. As we have said it all, P2B is a distraction. And we are not going to lose focus. What we want is referendum. What we want is Biafra, because Nigeria have expired in 2014. What we want is Biafra, and nothing more but Biafra. So what I'm saying to all Biafrans and to those in Lagos and all over Biafra land, they should understand that this is a distraction to also cool our attention in respect of our freedom. So, like you said, our freedom or P2B, if we make a choice, Biafra or P2B, now we choose Biafra. So Biafra we are going to get. We are not going to choose someone that is going to kill us. So fellow Biafrans all over the world, I want you to, this message should go viral. This today's message should go viral so that all our people in Biafra land and all over should make sure that they hear today's topic, because this is a real story of what the British is planning against our people, because they know that we, the Igbos, we want our freedom and they want to distract us. So I want everybody to get this to our understanding so we can able to come together and fight as a force. And also I am telling the Zoo government to release our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They cannot keep him more than this 28 that is coming, few days to come. They must release him. They must release him because he committed no crime. And my brother, I thank you for the good job you are doing for Biafras. May God continue to strengthen you and keep you for us and your family. Thank you very much. All hail Biafra.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. God bless you. We must proceed. We must continue. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
Yes, my Africa rep. Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you loud and clear.
My Africa rep. Well done. May Chukwu Okike Abiama, the God of Almighty, bless you. And you will see your father.
You see?
Biafrans all over the world. You don't think they can kill you, go kill you, when you can do it, they are dry. Papa, I can't hear you like it. Emma, that chicken doesn't die enough. That heaven will shake, earth will fight. Where will we go? It is our land. That any girl in the Igbo, Africa, the thing we wear with Biafrans, we are the most complete idiot on this planet. We think we get sense. We study in Cambridge, we study in Oxford, everywhere. How far you want to take our land? Which other English you want to speak? We have the best Eze, we have the best bishop, we have the best religious leaders, the best governors on this. Peter to come go. Peter will be, God, Peter will be. Let none of the governors ask one question. Before you become a Nigeria, who are you? Who are you? And you can't even answer the question. You are saying Nigeria that is butchering everybody like animal. You still want to get the danger of our land. Because of president, you. Highest 20 years old people will die and come to this earth. Then all these are our children and their own children. We have sold them for you. But the chicken doesn't die enough. If they want to give us the last option, violence, then they will damage the world. That's what we say we will do here. Africa, if I need Jajawi, we are imposed to Jibril. What do we get fighters to live in our own land? We're not the land, we're not the Britain land. You say, if that the action are violent, we damage this water, everybody perish. It is what they do. 28 is the day. We have the SN, inside the bush. Go, so that you go there, you know, if you go there, you come here. If you do commit crime, you go come put up for our people for help. You the create Fulani. That's the thing, doesn't. Squad Canada seems like that. You know, they could do it. Came one noon. Oh, that you see. Can you come and come to like Fry Lawa? That's the thing, doesn't. Squad Canada seems like that. Job chapter 2. Job chapter 2. Yana Lamentations chapter 3. Lamentation chapter 3. There. I am going to trigger. Before Squad Canada bless anybody, you will first of all test you. Testing our need. I myself for critical scam and that testing. Not the come rulers. Then the chicken does him. Ezekiel chapter 43, Ezekiel chapter 44, and Ezekiel chapter 45. Here you know go shigela who gelemia. Canada go bozi anap. That chicken does him. That is what. What is that yangwa? All the government. Yabranga. What is it about the soul with the neighbor and from? Yabranga. Oh yeah, rega London one dogum. Aman has chapa. Just like I got the joking. Then the chicken does it. Canada seems to carry on. Zechariah chapter 1. Zechariah chapter 1, yeah, Zechariah chapter 2. That's the from verse 1 to end. Biafra, anywhere you are, go to the Masai Lotewe. But no free food. Then I was the pack and Lotewe getting. Then the ticket is him. You are getting about boy. Eh? Okay, you get the last one. Okay, you get to the prayer. Yeah, man, you see. That is why we are playing civil disobedience to the United Nations. And they still want to take us to the something now to change the date to 28. So I change that date. So I mean, if I don't say when I don't get prepared to kill every Biafran all over the world, check that date. You say our leader and then I'm the can. If you don't release him, then you are digging your grave that you consume this one. America will be on the run now. But it's in that threat. Then they take it out of threat. Let's go to my lower. Then the thing is, the line I better gallop on a letter. Yeah. Biafra, we go make a superb. Gaba PVC. Biafra, Gaba PVC. Then I take it. I am going to be a bastard. Koro, there. But I never will Biafra like the part to vote. One Nigeria. Never. I know not happening in all America, Japan, everywhere. They scavenge. When we come back to our own land, then that's why I give it. That's I get it. Okay, we will not tell you. See what they just so you don't get up to the 28. Kiss a Ramanga, the quaff of Nabari Bawana. What is it about the government? I need to be shit at that. And I will need I need you. Anybody know the sorry job for the Bushai? When we came to check on my hand, and you will have a satire. Like now for Africa, they call no bastard. Oh, Biafra.
Biafra will heal thee. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let me take this call from Signal. Hello. Good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Daddy. Oh, hey, Biafra.
Biafra will heal thee. Right on, the word is listening. You have 3 minutes for your contribution.
My name is Kinsilo Zibo, calling from Morocco. My brother, your program this morning is touching. And I thank my brother, Ben Osafo. He touched all the whole corner. You see, extradition of a truthful man, freedom fighter, worldwide journalism, to his own country, not his own country, to another place. And now these people now want to tell us about PVC and OB. We are not fools. We are wise, very wise. I'm telling you, honestly speaking. You see, now what that man is asking people to be now is about IPOP, because now you know that if their leader is in their hand, you people should listen very carefully. Now this my brother never even talk like about even never even ask that guy. What about the bandits, or why Nigerian security are killing IPOP flag on flag? This is my body. We know that because we never even one day even talk about the extradition of Martin Nambikal into the hand of VSS. Never even remind in prison. I want to tell the whole Nigerians that are clamoring for PVC and the APC, or what? Man, you see, they promise you every year, 4 years, they promise you security. You know what RFI says? The security they promise you now is to call invaders for more 4 years again, to plant more bandits for you. That is another insecurity you are going to face, from bringing you security to insecurity. This is what you are going to face, no doubt. And I want to tell you, because we are born tiger, we will never even allow these people to keep Martin and the Carlo inside that VSS. and keep even trampling around because we are wounded already. I'm telling you, my African rep, nobody will give us this referendum, but how we hit them very hard. That's where the referendum date will appear. And any day the date announced, we see these people with their Ghana must go out because we will not take it. Keep it all hail Biafra.
Biafra will heal thee. Thank you very much. We must proceed. We must continue. And we are still taking calls. Though our time is fast spent, we may just need to take maybe one call before we call it a day for today. Never, ever allow yourself be distracted by the distraction of Peter Obi. All they have done is to bring up one distraction or the other. Peter Obi is one of them. It's one of them. Never, ever allow. Because even if this man succeeds, even if he succeeds, things are only going to get worse. Because Peter Obi is not coming to give you Biafra. Far from it. He is not coming to give you Biafra. Maybe this caller will be the last that we'll take. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra, Voice of the Coast. Your name
good
and where
morning, my African rep. God bless you. My African rep, my name is Mazi Fanich. I'm calling you right now from South Korea, Mazi.
That's nice.
I say, may people bless you and bless your family.
Yes, sir.
For good work you're doing for us.
Yes, sir.
Mazi, one thing this our Igbo politicians should know is this. We have crossed the Rubicon. We are not going back from Biafra restoration. Biafra is all we want. When I see some of our people chanting, go and get your PVC, obedient and whatever, I know that they are not part of what we are doing because P2B is just distraction to what we are doing. And it's going nowhere. There is no how the terrorists in the APC, the INEC and the whatever. Definitely there is no one like him in that among the contestants. But there's no how, no way they can allow the man to be the president of that zoo because we are not part of them. We are not one. They realize that we are not part of Nigeria. The better for all of us. You know, like our savior Mazam the Khan usually said, they should, whoever that go to serve the zoo will always come back in shame and in disgrace. Okorocha and the rest of them, they have seen it. So it is time for them to come back for us to restore Biafra so that everyone will live peacefully in our own country, Biafra. Another thing again that is very, very important, this is very, very important information. In Anambra, particularly, these Fulani people, they are planning or they have been trying to use their tanker to set the places ablaze because of the woman, the woman they said they killed together with their children. So they want to kind of revenge. That's why if you see on social media these days, you see that you will see a lot of tankers falling in Anambra State. They want to use kind of terrorists. They want to use it to kill people. So our people in Anambra should be very, very careful. They want to use tanker loaded with fuel, petrol, to put fire in Anambra State, in some of the Anambra states. Our people should be very careful and vigilant. Please, God bless you, my African rep. May God bless everybody that is working hard to make sure that we restore our Biafra. Thank you, my African rep. I sign off from here in South Korea. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Yeah.
God bless you. I am sorry we will not be able to take the other calls. We'll not be able to take the calls. We are going to continue tomorrow. And you can call tomorrow as well and give your contribution according to the topic and according to the happenings on the ground. Thank you very much for listening. At this moment, we shall be calling it a day for today. Thank you very much for listening. And I say, may Chukwuka Abiyama Samara bless you as we make progress. Thank you very much. God bless you.